Faiza, for your brief introduction about me. Very good evening to all of you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I welcome you all to this digital literacy conference, and I'm glad and delighted to be to contribute to this workshop. And let me share my screen. Am I audible to all of you? Am I loud and clear? Please type.
Yes, sister, you are loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Thank you. And as part of this digital literacy workshop, and today's topic is data science with Python. In this topic, we are going to discuss about two of the popular buzzwords in the IT industry, which are data science and Python. So what is data science is all about? Why there is a lot of hype around data science? And we'll be discussing today why there is a lot of popularity, how the data intensive jobs have become more popular in the 21st century. And then we'll be moving on to discuss the basic terminologies like data, types of data, and data science. And we'll be seeing the definitions of artificial intelligence and machine learning, on what are the difference between AI, ML, and DL, which stands for artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning, and what are the different types of machine learning techniques, and why we have chosen why we have chosen Python for data science, even though there are a number of other tools available for data science jobs. And we are going to see what are the advantages of Python over the other tools. And specifically, we are going to make use of Jupyter Notebook IDE for Python, and what is the reason for using Jupyter Notebook? What is the advantage of Jupyter Notebook over other IDEs? And I'll be concluding my talk by explaining the details that are available as live courses under the Data Science with Python series, offered via IT Expert Training. Okay, right. So if you see that in the recent years, we could see a lot of data intensive job roles, which I have shared here from the Glassdoor webpage. There are a lot of number of data intensive job roles. Why there is a lot of data intensive job role recently available? What is the reason for this? Is if you think of when we consider the advancements in the internet technologies, the number of people that are getting connected to the internet is increasing exponentially day by day. And also with the new technologies that are available under Industry 4.0, we are not only connecting, not only people are getting connected to the internet, we are also connecting the things. Anything and everything could be connected to the internet. Is it not? With Internet of Things, IoT concept, we can connect anything to the internet. You can connect your any device that you could see in your household, or you could see in your offices. You can connect a chair, you can connect a fridge, you can connect anything to the internet, and those items will be called as smart things. Once you connect to the internet, and once they are capable of making some decisions on their own, then you are going to call those devices as smart devices, right? And once we are getting connected to the internet, everything that is connected to the internet is generating data. Okay, so data has become the new oil of the century. Okay, so because of the availability of huge amounts of data, now the business are interested in investing in data science jobs, where we are going to see the actual definition of data science. Data science, briefly, if I have to say, you are trying to fetch meaningful information from the data with the aim to improve the return on investments. So businesses are now ready to invest huge amounts of data on data science jobs, so that they can make use of the available data effectively to gain some advantage. Means they must be able to increase their return on investment. With that objective, they are ready to invest large amount of data for data intensive tasks. So that is the reason why there are many data intensive jobs are available in this current century. Okay, so if you see on the left hand side, there are a number of jobs specified here, and exactly now in the 21st century, data scientist job is called as the attractive job of the 21st century. So what is a data scientist job? If you think of a data scientist job in general, it consists of, you could also have the job role as a data engineer or a data analyst, okay? And you can be a machine learning engineer. So these job roles are categorized according to the type of activities that this particular candidates are going to do. So the various types of activities involved in a data science life cycle include collecting the data, cleaning the data, and performing exploratory data analysis on the data. And then we will be proceeding with model building, and then finally the model deployment in the production environment. So depending upon what type of activities you are engaged in, your job title will differ. So as a data scientist, you will be responsible for all these activities. Okay, now let us try to understand what is the meaning of data and what are the different types of data that is available out there. The meaning of data, you would have, when someone asks you what is the meaning of a data, you will readily say data means information, right? But here I have given a different definition. Data means precise observation of real world phenomena. Anything that you can describe it precisely, then you are going to call it as a data. Supposing if I attend an online webinar and then I describe what has been discussed in the online webinar to my friend orally, I will not call that as a data. Instead, if I'm going to share the recording of the webinar to my friend, then I'm going to call that audio recording or a video recording as data. Similarly, if I visit a tourist spot and then if I describe the beauty of that spot to my friend orally, then I cannot call that as a data because it is not precise in nature, because at one point, at one time I may be explaining different attributes of the place, at another time I may be explaining different attributes. So when I explain about the same spot, the information will not match, right? Instead, if I capture a photo of the tourist place of that spot and then share those photos with my friend, then all those images I'm going to call it as data. So anything which you can describe it precisely, you are going to call that as data. And what are the different types of data? So data can be classified into 3 different types. One is structured data, another one is unstructured data, and then semi-structured data. So structured data we are all familiar with. Most of us have already worked with DBMS, RDBMS, or at least with Excel spreadsheet, right? Where you could see a data represented in terms of rows and columns, right? So this type of data, we call them as structured data, which is represented in the format of rows and columns. So all the structured data they are highly organized and formatted in a way so that it is easy for you to make a search. Supposing if you want to search for a specific information, it is easy for you to search the structured data. On the contrary, we have the unstructured data, where these unstructured data do not have a predefined format, or it is not organized in a proper format. Okay, so it is very difficult to collect, process, and analyze them. And also you cannot perform search operations on unstructured data. Examples for unstructured data include videos, plain text, images, audios, and weblogs. All these are examples for unstructured data. So say for example, the customer reviews that have been posted in Twitter or Facebook, it's a plain text information. This we call it as unstructured data. Similarly, the images, we call them as unstructured data. Okay, and semi-structured data, or they do not have a defined schema or a formal structure. Examples for semi-structured data are email, comma-separated files. All those come under the category of semi-structured data. Say for example, email, even though you say there is a structure in it, but it has got a, even though it has got a subject line, it has got a to, from, and also it has got CC, BCC, all those columns. But if you see the body of the email, it doesn't have a proper structure. You could include anything in the body of the email, right? So in that case, we call email as a semi-structured data. Similarly, comma-separated files. So you can convert any Excel worksheet as a comma-separated file where the columns are separated. Each column value is separated by a comma. Okay, that also come under the category of semi-structured data.